Recording.
Hi guys, welcome to this Power Flow class recording for when I'm on my holidays. We are going to start seated, and let's just take a moment to center ourselves on our mat, closing our eyes, starting to breathe in and out through the nose. So with it being power yoga, you may want to start your Ujjayi breath, victorious breath, where you partially close the back of the mouth. It almost sounds a bit like Darth Vader. And if not, simply lengthening the inhalation and the exhalation. What I want you to do, if you can, is mentally leave outside the door of where you are any responsibilities, anything that you're worried about, you were thinking about before you sat down, anything that you might have to do post this session, and perhaps anything that happened during the day, or any conversations that you might have been having before you sat down. I want you to imagine that they are on the other side of this door to your room. And every time you inhale here, you're breathing in this fresh space now. And every time you exhale, you're releasing tension from your body. So with your exhales, letting your shoulders relax. Your eyes sit back into their sockets. The jaw relaxes. As you commit to staying as present as you can for the next 60 minutes. We're going to shift from this neutral zone into a bit of movement now. So if your eyes are closed, blinking your eyes open. Take an inhale, raise the arms above the head, interlace your fingers and the palms towards the ceiling and stretch. Then curl your tailbone under, round through the spine, arching your back, chin to your chest. Inhale, raise the arms above the head. And as you exhale, release the hands behind you, roll the shoulders back and down, interlace the fingers, draw the knuckles towards the ground as you squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift the chin. Good. And then slowly release, roll the shoulders backwards and forwards. And then placing the right hand beside you, inhale, the left arm comes up, anchoring down your left buttock, open up the ribs. Leading with this left hand, inhale, come up. Take the opposite hand, your right hand to your left knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, turn. Come back to center. Place your left hand on the mat. Inhale, the right arm comes up, take it over. Rotate the right ribs towards the ceiling. And then rise, coming all the way back up. Let's take that into a twist. Left hand to your right knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, turn. And slowly release. From here, coming onto your hands and your knees. Towards the center of the mat, dropping your hips from side to side. And taking a little cat-cow just to loosen up the spine. Coming back into a neutral spine, and just shift your hands a little bit in front of your shoulders. And with your hips, we're going to draw really big figures of 8, all the way up and down the mat. Inhaling to come forwards and exhaling to go back. Taking that in the other direction. And then coming back to center, bring your hands back underneath your shoulders now. Let's extend the right leg. Fire up that right leg, engage your core as you bring the opposite arm forwards, left arm forwards, raising the right leg, opposite arm to leg. Try not to lock that right elbow. And then slowly bending your right knee, taking the left hand, holding on to your foot. If you can't reach the foot, just keep yourself linear. If you're holding on to the foot, opposite hand to foot, push the ground away with the right hand, lift the right toes, look over your left shoulder. And you're arching your spine, pushing the ground away, lifting the toes. And then release, keeping that right leg lifted. Just going to turn to the side. Keeping the right leg lifted, we're going to flex the foot and bring the right leg all the way over to the side and then drop the foot to the mat. So the right foot is grounded. Take an inhale, reach up with your left arm. We're going to thread the needle. Exhale, take that arm through the gap. Shoulder and ear to mat. When you're ready, release the right arm up and over, wrapping it around the body. Fingertips to the top of the thigh, turn. And then slowly release. Let's come back onto all fours. And we'll take that to the other side. So extending your left leg, Left leg lifts. Right arm comes forwards, either staying here or bending your left knee or reach behind with the right hand to take hold of the foot. Inhale. And as you exhale, raise the toes. Maybe taking a gaze over the right shoulder. And then releasing that foot. Keep your left leg extended as you bring your right hand back to your mat. And then sweep that left leg over to the side. Drop it flat. So now your left foot is 90 degrees away from you. Inhale, raise the right arm. And as you exhale, send that arm through the gap, shoulder and ear to your mat. Left arm comes up, over and around. Thread the needle. And then slowly release, coming back onto all fours. Take your knees wide, the toes touch, sit back into extended child's pose. Just take a moment to slide your arms forwards, forehead to the mat. Come into downward dog via all fours. Curl your toes under, lift up, take it back to downward dog. Pedal out your feet, lifting one heel at a time. Making any adjustments that you need. Feet hip distance apart, hands shoulder distance apart. We're going to take a flow from here. So as you inhale, come up onto your toes, raise your heels. And as you exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, raise the hips. Exhale, lower the heels. Inhale to your toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, rise, and exhale, lower. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And release back to downward dog. Let's take three-legged dog. Inhale, raising the right leg. And as you exhale, bring the right knee into the chest, release the right foot forwards. Allow your left knee to lower. Inhale, rise into Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, bend the elbows into cactus, lean back, 5 breaths. Taking a vinyasa in between, inhale. Exhale, release the hands, take it to plank. Either dropping your knees down or the whole body down, exhale, lower. Inhale, rise to cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, your left leg lifts, three-legged dog. And as you exhale, bend the knee. Take the foot between the hands. Same thing on the left side. The right knee lowers. Inhale, raise the arms. And as you exhale, lean back, open the chest. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Take another vinyasa. And let's meet in downward dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And as you exhale, this time bend the knee and draw the right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, send the leg back. Straighten your toes, your leg, bend the knee. And as you exhale, knee to elbow. This is the last time. Inhale, raise the right leg, bend the knee. Right knee to your right elbow, pause, hover, can it make contact? And then dropping your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Bring your hands to the center of the mat. So you have a choice. You can either stay here on your palms or come a little lower down, dropping the left elbow and the right elbow. Pause here, 5 breaths, or stay on the palms. From your forearm plank or from full plank, sweep your right leg behind you. Keep the right toes away from the ground. 5 breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your right toes to the ground. If you're in full plank, come onto your elbows now. Start at the same place. And then drop your knees to your mat. Release the toes. Come into Sphinx pose. Lift the chest, slide the shoulder blades down your spine. Pause. Inhale again, and as you exhale, lower your chest. Slide the hands a little closer in towards you under the shoulders. You can lift yourself up and back into downward dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Bend the knee, exhale. And then draw that left knee to your left elbow. Inhale, send the leg back. Exhale, bend the knee, knee to elbow. Last time, send the leg back, bend the knee, knee to elbow, pause. And then we're going to plant this left foot to the outside of your left hand. And just shift your hands now there towards the center of the mat. So remember, your choices are to stay here. If you're going to stay on your palms, try and keep that left knee above your ankle. Or we go lower down. We start with the elbow furthest away from the foot. Right elbow comes down. Left elbow. Hold. If you're on your palms, you can stay there. If you're on your elbows, stay on the elbows. As you slide the left leg away, keep the toes away from the ground, hold. Lower the toes down. If you're in full plank, which is on your palms, come onto your elbows. Just hold it in forearm plank. And then lower your knees to the mat, lower your hips, pause in Sphinx pose. Exhale, lower the chest. Slide the hands back under the shoulders, curl your toes under, lift up, take it back to downward dog, and we'll come straight into a vinyasa. Inhale, roll forwards. Exhale, lower. Remember, you can take your knees down or come all the way down. Take it back to downward dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale, release the right foot forwards. And we're in easy twist from here. Reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. For the last couple of breaths, we're going to bring the hands to the back of the head and send the gaze past the right armpit. Release your right arm up towards the ceiling. Look down at the ground. We're going to come all the way up into a lunge with the lower body. Push the ground away. Inhale, come up. And your left arm forwards and the right one behind. Drop deeper into your right knee bend. Looking over your right shoulder, hold. Look forwards, plant the hands either side of your right foot, take a vinyasa. You might want to alternate between taking the hands down and the whole body down. Downwards dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Bring your left foot forwards between the hands. Take an easy twist. This time you're raising the left arm, sorry. And for the last few breaths, wrap that arm around the back of the body. Look past your shoulder. Sweep the left arm back up to the ceiling. Look down at your mat. Push the ground away. Inhale, come up. Bend deeper into that left knee. Right arm forwards, left one behind. Good. And then take a vinyasa. Hands either side of your left foot. The left leg goes back. Exhale, lower. With this vinyasa, we're going to end in child's pose. Knees wide, toes touch. Sit back into child's pose, bend the elbows and take the hands to the back of the head. So you're off your wrists. Walk your elbows forwards and wide. So you get a stretch into the back of the arms, the triceps. Release your hands in the back of the head, bring your arms forwards and slowly rise into downward dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts and again bend your right knee. As you exhale, sweep the right foot forwards between the hands. I'm going to rise to a high lunge and take cactus with the arms, just as we did when we were lower down. Lean back, draw the shoulder blades together, open out across the chest. You'll reach the arms above the head. Lower your back heel, open out warrior two. Try and keep the shoulders above the hips, opposed to reaching forwards. If you want to go deeper, bend deeper into your right knee. You'll gauge your drishti, the right middle finger. Inhale. Exhale, take the hands either side of the right foot, the right leg goes back to plank. Take a vinyasa of your choice. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Bend the knee. Put the left foot through to the front between the hands. Rise to your high lunge. Drop it into cactus. Open the chest. Drop your right heel, lower the right heel, open the arms, warrior two. Looking towards the left middle finger. Vinyasa, plant the hands, yourself into plank and lower. Now rise to cobra or upwards dog. Exhale, downwards dog. And again, inhale, the right leg lifts. Bend the knee. As you exhale, right knee into your chest, shift the weight forward, shoulders above the wrists. Inhale, the right leg goes back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, the right leg goes back. Exhale, knee to chest. And then release your right foot between the hands, straight into high lunge. Back into your warrior two. And then we're going to reverse warrior from here. So flip the palm, the right palm towards the ceiling. Inhale, raise the arm. And as you exhale, deeper bend into your right knee. Slide the left hand down the back of your left leg. You'll gaze your drishti either to the ceiling or over your left shoulder as you bend it a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale, straighten your right leg, Trikonasana. Roll the left shoulder back, the left hip back. Looking down at your mat, turn on the back heel, Vinyasa. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Bend the knee, the left knee into the chest, rock the weight forwards. Inhale, send the leg back. Exhale, bring the knee into the chest. Inhale, send the leg back. Exhale, knee to chest, pause. And then release your left foot between your hands. Rise, high lunge. Drop the right heel, open the arms. Warrior two. We're going to reverse this. Left palm to the ceiling, inhale. And then reach that left arm up. And as you exhale, slide the right hand down the back of the leg, bend deeper into your left knee. Straighten your left leg. Take a dive down with the left hand, triangle pose. Take a look down at your mat. Turn the back heel, Vinyasa. Last little standing flow. Again, inhale, the right leg lifts, bend the right knee, and this time I'm going to draw the right knee to the left elbow 3 times. Inhale, send the leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, send the leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Pause. And then release your right foot once more between the hands, straight into high lunge. Drop to warrior two. And this time we're going to take Bikram Trikonasana. So keeping that right knee bent, just pivot the body so the right elbow grazes the inside of the right knee. Deeper bend right knee, open the chest. Gaze again to the left hand or down to the ground or forwards. Then can you slide your right fingertips now to the inside of your right foot, or maybe that hand is on a block. We're going to sweep the left arm in front of the face, over the head, and rotate left ribs towards the ceiling. Extended side angle. So you can bend a little deeper into that right knee. Good. Push into the ground. Inhale, rise. Reverse warrior. Keep the bend into that right knee. Nice. Take a vinyasa. The downward dog. Inhale, raise your left leg. And the left knee, and drawing that knee across the right elbow. Inhale, the leg goes back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, the leg goes back. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Last time. Knee to opposite elbow. Pause. Then release your left foot between the hands. We rise once more to a high lunge. And then drop it into warrior two. For warrior two, Bikram Trikonasana. The left knee stays bent, left elbow kisses the inside of the knee. Let's make sure that your left fingertips are not making contact with the ground as you reach that right arm up. Look down at the ground. Can that left hand come to meet the ground or rest on a block as you bend deeper into your right knee? Now with this right arm, we're going to sweep it behind and then in front, across the face, and then open up the armpit. Extended side angle. Don't lose the bend into that left knee. Look down at the ground. Final pose. Reverse warrior. Windmill the arms up and over your left foot. Vinyasa to child's pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Knees wide, toes touch. Sit back into extended child's pose. And again, bend the elbows. Take your hands to the back of the head. If you can remember, bring the opposite hand on top. If not, if you can't remember which one was before, don't worry about it. Walk the elbows forwards, wide. Take some time here to allow the heart rate to lower. Speeding that process up by slowing down your breath. Then release your arms in front of you. Come back to sitting onto your heels. We're going to come into a hero's pose. I'm just going to grab hold of my block because I want to teach it using a prop. So what we'll do is we'll place this brick in between the feet and sit down on the brick. Make sure you're not sitting on the heels. Hands to your thighs. So those that are familiar with this pose, you might be able to sit in between the heels without any support, without a prop. We're aiming to get a stretch into your thighs. It's okay, be taking the hands behind you. So we're trying to create this diagonal line with the front of the body. If you're sitting on a block, this is as far as you. If your bottom is directly touching the ground, you guys might want to come onto your elbows or potentially all the way down. If you're coming up, if you're on your elbows, come up to palms and come all the way up. Stay on your brick, but let's place it long ways. Lean into your left hip and extend the right leg. So if you find that your hips are with your block, your brick, long ways, if that is the case, place it the short way round so that your right buttock is on the block and your left buttock is not. So what tends to happen in this pose is we feel a little bit lopsided. What we're trying to do is even out the hips. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, come forward fold towards the right leg. Walking the hands towards you, lean over towards the right, release your left leg, lean to the left, same thing on the other side. Even out your hips, inhale, and as you exhale, come forwards. Inhale, rise, coming up, lean towards the left, and extend the right leg. So if you're sitting on a block, you might want to think about removing that now. As we come into a twist, so we're going to bend the right knee, flex the left foot, take the right hand behind you, inhale, the left arm reaches up, and as you exhale, take your elbow to the outside of the knee. And if that's not an option for you this evening or this morning, whenever you're practicing, wrap the arm around instead. Press into the back hand, turn. Looking towards the front, release. Slide the right leg away, bend the left knee. Same thing here, either the elbow to the outside of the knee or wrapping the arm around. Inhale, lengthen. Don't forget the straight leg, that's also engaged. Exhale, turn. And release. Let's bring the left leg to meet the right. Make sure that your heels are towards the bottom of the mat. Relax the legs. Come into a seated ragdoll. And then slowly uncurling yourself all the way to lie down. Raise your arms above the head, full body stretch. Tuck your knees into your chest. Raise your shoulders for a moment and roll from side to side. Release the shoulders, keep the right knee in towards you, extend the left leg. Your left hand or the right thigh cross the center line towards the left. Right arm is your anchor. Turn your head to the right. The knee back to the center, slide the right leg away. Put your left knee in. Then with that left knee over to the right. Turn your head to the left. And slowly release that leg. You're going to come straight into Shavasana. So bring the arms beside you, palms facing up, closing your eyes. You might want to take a moment to shuffle the shoulder blades away from each other. Let the toes roll out. Your limbs are heavy. Your breath is natural. Release. Starting to take deeper breaths now. Wake up the physical body with all your fingers, your toes. Of course, if you want to, you can stay in Shavasana for a bit longer. Be raising the arms above the head. Draw the heels in towards you, bend the knees. Roll over towards the right. Pause. Slowly coming up to seated, back to where we started. Just take a moment here. Checking in with yourself, how you're feeling post this practice. And bringing our hands to prayer, center chest. Namaste. Thanks, guys. See you when I'm back.